they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wheel. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Denver Broncos taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with the man who has had to stick with me all season long, Charles Davis. And Charles, the anticipation, the hype, the media coverage, all in the rearview mirror now. We can finally get down to playing some football.
Yeah, don't worry about that, partner. I'll ride or die with you anytime. You know that. But here's the best thing about this. Everyone talks about trying to keep things normal as they approach for Super Bowl. There is no such thing as normal. The pageantry, the hype, all of that is more intense than anyone could ever imagine. What you're trying to do is embrace it in one way and make sure it doesn't totally knock you off your game. That's why the night before the big one, teams often switch hotels, try and give those guys that last chance to breathe a little bit before they go out and play.
Down to 18 Gator. Out, here we go. Out. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run on first down. Tyson, and they're able to get this one across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. Watch twitch. Watch, yo, go, go.
Back to throw. Howard. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. Looking to throw. Howard going for the deep ball. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Bravo. Switch.
Back to throw. Howard. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Watch the safety creep.
On first down, Tyson. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Switch gears. General West. Hey, 2. Go. Check, 59. Here we go. Check 59. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Let's go now. 60 or.
They'll run on first down. Taylor fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Manziel. He finds Taylor, complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down. Here's Manziel. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Ready?
Now Manziel. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Lamb. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You draw Porter. 56. I got you. 56.
2nd and 5. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the toss, here's Williams. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7, looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now back to throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On 1st down, Tyson. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check three. Go. Hey, high 7.
Now Howard on 1st and 10. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, team 6.
Looking to throw. Howard. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Back to throw. Howard. And quick throw here. That's complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
So match number one. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Here we go. Here we go. When's the mic? Watch one. General West. Let's get this. Mike one. Get.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here's Hester. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Hey, Haywood. We ain't giving them nothing today.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
logo. 59. Go. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike's at 59. Switch. Hey, watch it. Watch the ship. Watch it go.
2nd and 2. Flushed out right. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
61, matchbox right. Watch the pass. Hey, exit. Out. Check, crunch.
Here's Howard throwing on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Check the draw quarter.
Taylor. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Johnson, the intended target. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early?
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. On 2nd down, Tyson. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with third and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. In for the score. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And now it's blocked. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Tyson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give, right side. Tyson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. I'm coming for you. You Mike, check. Yeah, Mike.
Howard to throw on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Under 10. Now. 5.
Looking to throw. Howard. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tyson. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Go now. 70, Indy. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Slam, slam, slam. General West. 2.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
On second down now, Tyson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Hey, Delta.
They'll set up a throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
2nd and 3. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught. Inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl as they are able to cut into that lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
Watch the run.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
56.
Ready?
Again, he'll drop the throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get two, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it. Still down 10.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch.
It got his man complete. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do you have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Kill. Check 59.
Back to throw. Howard. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Check.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run on first down. Tyson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tyson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Howard. Looking middle, and that's complete. His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw. Howard. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 10 yards out, And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that
they get to the football. It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. And the Niners have it. And he gets it past the 30, but not much further than that. And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
they can get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bombers. Alpha. Leo. Snap.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure.
So match number one.
Ready? On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
You can't block me. Mike 5'9", Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check it out.
Look at me. Zipper.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Get it.
Now a give, right side. Tyson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.